Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Evie Lorenza. In this video, I will share my own opinion and suggestion toward the hot news or topic in Indonesia, especially how Indonesia governance thinks on World War III. Today, the issue of potential World War III remains a hot and widely discussed topic in Indonesia, both on social media, on television, or everything we can see or interact with the world. Why this happening? This is happening because some of the reason, especially the tension ongoing Russia-Ukraine war that is increasing and more intense, and not to mention about the instability of the Middle East, and the most critical and vital reason behind it is about the Iran military retaliation against Israel. Everyone is afraid of the using weapon nuclear, and it's becoming alarming around the world because we know that the impact of nuclear right, it is very dangerous and widespread effect if the nuclear is being used toward Iran or Israel. Okay, then to amid the global uncertainty, public attention toward Indonesia has turned to the international posture of President-elect Prabowo Subianto. Why this is happening? Interestingly, this happened because our president attended the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum or SPIEF 2025 in Russia instead of attending the G7 summit in Canada at the same time. This is make the public opinions questioning or wondering Indonesia next policy or step. It is the Indonesia alliance changing. It is Indonesia more leaning on Russia or BRICS instead of West. It is our historical support for policy independence is being nothing, especially when the government state recognizes Israel. Then this development have triggered mixed reaction among the public. The uncertainty, the instability, the fear, the atmosphere of the issue of potential World War III is becoming something that is mixed up with claim that our government is being inconsistent, unclear, or too flexible. Why? Because they see our government being too not aligned with some power in this world, and maybe not also ignoring the rising conflict in the world because we uphold the diplomacy or the policy of independence and active. What does that mean? That means that we not want to intervene something conflict because we want and we believe in peace, diplomacy, and balance. That's nothing more to make ourselves, our government, our citizen to in the dangerous decision or risking our life or our stability as a country. This is actually not wondering or something that is already happened before this conflict escalating higher and higher because Indonesia from the first independence declaration already used this diplomatic policy as independence and active. Why now every citizen around the world is wondering us because, as again, state us as an inconsistent and unclear and too flexible country. That's no wonder. I think just stay focused on us is being more intense because our president Prabowo Subianto seems like too close with President Putin, Mr. Putin, as the president of Russia. Then, our government already signed long-term strategic thinking. Why I say so? Because our government already prepared a food estate program. When this focus of this program is being about security and self-sufficiency, it's making the government look like anticipate the uncertain direction of the world earlier. At first, this program is being marketed and is being you need to prepare something in this calm state of the world because the world is changing and maybe even uncontrollability and unpredictable changing. Like now the tension is being rising, the potential issue of revolution. Now everyone is looking at Indonesia and how like Indonesia ready to anticipate it. I think it's a very great work or brilliant step that government already see this more forward than us as a citizen. Then this is how the time we as a citizen respond. In time of international tension and fear blasting our country with internal division or fight. So our government want us to stay calm and trust the government no matter how the decision government made or choose. That's something sure they consider us as a citizen and it's impossible to raise our as a citizen and raise our country. Then the second one is the time the spread propagation, misinformation, or distrust is being unacceptable. We can do this propagation and misinformation or distrust. We need to strengthen our national unity, support responsible leadership, and stay informed through the credible source. Let's highlight this credible source because now in this social media spread and how fast the news is being spread, we need to filter what information is true, what information is false or fake. Is it something to provoke us or something they want to push our brain? We don't want to trust our leadership, our government leadership, and we worrying something too much than what is reality already face us. Maybe conflict around the world is something natural because when people have different minds, meaning that have different point of view, especially when the country, even a small step of something can escalate the tension of the conflict, just like now. Then my suggestion is being a few points to just trust our leadership, but remain critical and constructive as a citizen. What does this mean? We need to trust our president. We need to trust the decision every the government stakeholder take. But please put attention and stay critical because maybe sometimes that our citizen is being need to evaluate, oh, this is right, oh yes, this is right. Maybe we can allow them. But if something not feel right, even as like us as a citizen, is mind to be questioning. If maybe the government maybe take the step of intervene the Israel and then send the military toward Israel, isn't it making the situation worse? Then how the policy of diplomatic of Indonesia that independent and active is being questioned? Why Indonesia stepped too forward and too earlier that hit the line about the boundaries of the country? We want back again to the main idea of the topic of this. My opinion that Indonesia wants to believe the balance, stability, and the diplomacy toward war or something else that provoke it and make this uncertainty being escalated and worsen. Then stay united, social media debate should not divide the nation. Yes, we need to be united, but we need to also consider that sometimes opinion may feel as this is not right, right is like this. It's very, very right things when you want to share your opinions, but please don't divide our nation by something not worthy to division us as a citizen of Indonesia and united country already state. Then the next my suggestion is about the avoid propagation, especially in matter of religion, politics, and international conflict. We need to highlight and try to remember, as a Muslim country, we may want to say like, let's us support the Iran and attacking Israel. Let's go. This is not right. This is Muslim country, Muslim like us. But we just stay silent and don't do anything because we need to understand that decision of as a country is not simple about the religion, politics, and some identity of one person that might risk the whole country people. Then it's very important to strengthen resilience at home through food security, education, and community awareness because we need to prepare even from ourselves before we make the security of the community happen. Then most importantly, support peace both home and abroad. This also close my statement about my own personal suggestion. I think everyone should agree that is the suggestion may sound like usual suggestion, but it's true. The usual suggestion is the right things. That always the good thing is always the same. You know, you want to protect, then you need to do something as a preparation and not to emotionally and provoking someone to our government take the risk decision, right? And then as the closing statement, in this unpredictable world, the stronger stance on a country can take is not aggression, it is calm, intelligence, and greediness. Yes, can we imagine that if all country is being not calm and not intelligent, greediness, and choose the step of aggression? Is it a very, very, very potential the World War III happening earlier again? Yes, that's why stance as a country, we need to make our point of view focus on something wider, something we as a citizen may not now more than the government. Again, like you need to trust and we need to stay ready and still prepare for the worst scenarios. I think it's all about my opinion and suggestion toward the hot news in Indonesia, especially in this potential issue World War III. This is maybe not ending earlier if the tension or if the country is still focusing on personal needs and others country being intervened. It's not good. We just need to pray and hope the best thing for all of us. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.